Please do sit down. As Vice-Chancellor of the University, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the ceremony for the Hertfordshire Business School. May I introduce the platform party and welcome on my immediate left Mr. David Ball, who will be receiving a fellowship of the University. Next to him is Mrs. Rebecca Hobbs, the Chief Executive Officer of the Hertfordshire Students' Union, and on my far left, Professor Damien Ward, the Dean of the Hertfordshire Business School. On my right is Miss Rhiannon Ellis, the President of the Hertfordshire Students' Union, and next to her is Mrs. Karen Omisor, the Director of Student Administration, who carries in the beautiful university's mace. May I, of course, also at this point welcome our graduates and, of course, all their relatives and friends to this afternoon's ceremony. You are most welcome. Before we start today's ceremony, on behalf of the university, I would like to say that we were all deeply saddened to hear the news of the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. As the longest reigning monarch in British history, Queen Elizabeth II has been an extraordinary figurehead for the United Kingdom and for the Commonwealth, dedicating her life to all the people she represents. Our thoughts are with the royal family at this time as we join the nation in mourning. As a mark of respect and in celebration of the Queen's life, we would like you to join in a moment of prayer led by the Dean of the Abbey.
As we gather today for this graduation, Her late Majesty's coffin is moving from her home at Buckingham Palace to lie in state at Westminster Hall. So let us pray. Majestic God, whose throne is in heaven, whose footstool is the earth, we thank you for your servant Elizabeth, our beloved Queen. As we mourn her passing, we give thanks for her witness of devoted service, unfailing wisdom, compassionate generosity, and faithful dedication. And we pray that we may embrace her values, that we too would build communities where all humanity is respected and treasured, and the earth may flourish. Amen.
Having taken advice, we believe it's the right decision to continue with our ceremonies. As we look back and reflect on the service of the Queen, we know that the royal family would want us now to look forward to the future. And of course, you, our graduates, are the future. We will now proceed with the presentation of awards, and I have pleasure in calling upon Professor Ward to read a citation for the election to a fellowship on Mr. David Ball.
Vice-Chancellor, graduands and guests, it is my pleasure to read the citation for the presentation of the Honorary Award of Fellowship on David Ball. David came to work at Hatfield Polytechnic in 1981 as a higher education careers advisor, having held a similar role at Hertfordshire County Council. 30 years later, in 2011, David retired from the role of Dean of Students at the University of Hertfordshire, a role he had held for 8 years, following 11 years as Director of Student Services. David's input was key as Hatfield Polytechnic transitioned to the University of Hertfordshire, and he worked with local bodies to create the local strategic partnership as Hatfield itself transitioned to become a university town. David took up the role of Director of Student Services at a time when disability legislation was just beginning to be talked about. The university had always recognised the importance of supporting disabled students, and under David's leadership it streamlined its provision and devised a formal university-wide strategy. The Disabled Students Network that we have today evolved from the system that David oversaw. David also led the working group that produced the university's first student charter in the mid-1990s in response to the government initiative around charters at that time. David was also very aware of the importance of networking within the university, with colleagues in other institutions and with local organisations. In 1993, he was elected to the National Executive of the Association of Managers of Student Services in Higher Education, which thankfully is more commonly known as AMOSHI, and held the posts of Treasurer and Secretary and co-wrote a number of guidelines. He was also a founder member of the AMOSHI Mentoring Scheme. Through AMOSHI, David built links with universities overseas, first in America and then in other parts of the world. He worked with NASPA, the US equivalent of AMOSHI, to develop the International Symposium on Student Affairs. In the year 2000, David was delighted to receive a NASPA Award for Excellence for his role in international education. There are so many other things that we could mention about David's contribution to the university, the local community, and indeed international education, and his service doesn't stop when he retired. For 5 years until 2019, he played a vital role behind the scenes of the awards ceremonies, being the person to make sure everyone else was in the right place at the right time. David was also involved in setting up the Friends of UH, a group of former and retired staff to continue to keep in touch with each other in the university, and to this day remains a trustee of the Student Union. David's contribution to the university over the years has been significant, and we are delighted to honour him for that today. But he has also been very active in other areas of the local community. He worked for a number of years with the Panshanger Youth Football Club, supporting not only his two sons, but also many other young people in the community. He was instrumental in the introduction of the girls' team, small-sided teams, and in recognition of his contribution was given a life presidency when he retired. David has had an enormous impact on the University of Hertfordshire, and over the course of 40 years has been a genuine force for good. Always a focus on our students at the heart of everything that he does. Vice-Chancellor, in recognition of outstanding achievement, I ask that you confer the Honorary Award of Fellowship upon David Ball.
I now call upon Mr. Ball to address the Assembly.
Excuse me, have to put my glasses on. Vice-Chancellor, current and former colleagues, graduates, guests. For so many years I sat on those seats behind me watching students graduate. Now it seems a little unreal, a little surreal even, to be here and to receive an award myself. Having been part of the University of Hertfordshire for so long, and even today I'm a trustee at the Students' Union, I have a wealth of wonderful memories and a great fund of stories about university life. I would like just to recount one such story, partly because I think it's probably not recorded in the university's official history anywhere, and partly because I think it encapsulates the nature of this institution and the people that work and study here. By the mid-1990s, the Hatfield Polytechnic had become the University of Hertfordshire, and its student numbers were expanding rapidly. With that expansion came an ever-increasing diversity in the student body, and indeed the Vice-Chancellor of the day had a wonderful piece of student art on his wall that represented that change. I'd like to say more, but that's another story for another day. At that time, the Reverend Bill Taylor was the university chaplain, and he was part of my team. And although he had an office, there was no central point in the university that was recognisable as a chaplaincy. And so Bill and I had some, I think we have to say, rather robust discussions with the Director of Finance, and we finally convinced him to build a multi-faith centre. In the event, the Vice-Chancellor and the Director of Finance said to Bill and myself that the university would build the centre, but we had to oversee the project and be responsible, in the terminology of all Vice-Chancellors, that it was on time and on budget. Well, as a university chaplain and dean of students, we had absolutely zero experience of managing building projects, but we certainly weren't going to let that opportunity pass us by. And so the project began. One day, at an early stage of the project, Bill and I were looking at the architect's plans, and I happened to mention to him that if you looked at the building from above, it looked a bit like a key. Quick as a flash, Bill said to me, "David, that's because the key to all human life is in that building." And of course, from that moment on, the rather bland multi-faith centre became the vibrant key centre that it is even until today. I like this story because it shows the university's willingness to respond to student needs, even when they're not absolutely core to the mission. There were, of course, plenty of places of worship close to the campus, but the university still decided to build the key. But I also like it because Bill's comment, which was both witty and profound, was so readily accepted by the senior staff of the university. And it was the case then, and I think it remains to be so today, that this university is always ready to respond to a good idea, whatever the source of that idea may be. Now, if I could change tack just a little, I would like to speak directly to my fellow graduates. When I was 11, I turned up for my first day at my new secondary school. I was all kitted up in my new blazer, and I had a smile on my face which didn't really hide my nervousness. But on my blazer pocket, there was the school crest, and underneath that, the school motto, Finis Coronat Opus. And that translates as the end crowns the work. My mum always said to me that I should bear that in mind because it would stand me in good stead in later years. Like all 11-year-olds, I completely ignored her, even though, of course, she was absolutely correct. But let's think about that. Finis Coronat Opus, the end crowns the work. That's exactly where you are today. After all your years of effort, including all the privations of the pandemic, here you are, and this is your moment. So when, in a few minutes' time, you're approaching the front of the queue, no doubt a little nervous, but your name will be read out, and that will be the whole of the university and all of your family and friends saying, "Well done, you." So just take a breath and enjoy the moment. And then, in a flash, it will be over. But take it from one who graduated 50 years ago, it's a moment that is going to stay with you forever. And then, as you make your way back to your place, you may want to muse on another motto, because it's not the end, is it? It's the end of a chapter, and wherever you go from here, whatever challenges lie ahead, always bear in mind the motto under the crest of this university: seek knowledge throughout life. Let me just repeat that. Seek knowledge throughout life, because that too will stand you in very good stead in later years. Now, before I sit down, I would just like to thank all of the staff, those that we can see in the cathedral here and out in the marquees, and those who are working behind the scenes. I've worked with that team and I know how hard they work to make this such a fabulous day for us all. And of course, I must thank the people who've been beside me all of the way. Joan, my wife, Elliot, Kate and Wesley, my children and their families. Without them, none of this would have been possible. Vice-Chancellor, throughout all the ups and downs of my university life, one constant has been that it's always been a pleasure and a privilege to work here. And to now have this fellowship bestowed upon me is a very great honour indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. We shall now receive the graduates of the Hertfordshire Business School. Guests will understand that the public will be using the cathedral today to pay their respects to Her Majesty the Queen, and we respectfully ask that you only clap the graduates and don't cheer and whoop when they come across the stage. Thank you for that. When you, the graduates, are called up to the stage today at this historic venue, do what David said, enjoy the experience. This is your moment. This is your time to celebrate all that you've achieved. Enjoy it, savour it, and remember it. The graduates are presented by a member of academic staff from their school or department, and I first call upon Professor Hafiz Alaka.
Hertfordshire Business School, Doctor of Philosophy. Sally Ann Gould has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a program of work entitled Choosing Geographic Skills for the Analysis of Labour Market and Related Statistics. Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Sally Ann Gould.
Master of Science degree in Business Analytics and Consultancy, Daniel Amwa. Winner of a Bronze Go Herts Award, Florence Bentham. Yael Naji Clements. Zain Haroon Kanzada. Nikila Reddy Muku. Maimuna Ibrahim Osman. Ephimios Rizoglau. Master of Science degree in Management, Abdul Hafiz Abdul Qadir. Abul Eugene Olufemi. Tomiwa Adeniran. Shahir Ahmad. Bilal Ahmad. Adidiji Oluwasola Akinkunmi. Olufemi Olumide Akinlade. Francisca Funmilola Alau. Irshad Ali. Joy Alexander Anekwi. Alua Damilola Anjorin. Winner of a Bronze Go Herts Award, Harshim Andram. Ajith Apuri. Olu Asamo. Lokan Ayantosho. Ifeoluwa Abimbola Ayeni. Osama Bashir. Leo Benny. Bolojoko Tolulope Juliana. Leah Mambue Bule. Hamza Timur Chowdhury. Augusta Chinedu. Rajasekar Dasari. Dixit Sureshbhai Dolia. Oluwatobi Victor Dojumo. Chima Bibian Ejiofor. Izagwu Michael Chemimeze. Saran Hanif. Mosharraf Hossain. Maria Iftikhar. Opeyemi Olasunkanmi Jeola. Amanjoti. Siti Khan Kitraitip. Mohammed Redowan Al-Khaled. Nana Kolapo. Mangokia Shivani Anil Kumar. Najibullah Mengul. Muhammad Muhayadin. Regina Oluwayamisai Obakoyan. Oluwadamilola Obayemi Davies. Efobai Obi Chukwu. Adekunle Muazu Olooti. Rukiat Olawar. Olawoyin Habib Olayemi. Michael Olagbenga Olobadola. Winner of a university prize, Olumide Samuel Olowukari. Chijioke Onuha. Mercy Chioma Oseke. Omolade Mary Otudje. Esther Bamidele Ortun. Tiga Owe. Stella Orisowoyi. Kudze Pasipamire. Safabanu Sadiq Pathan. Mayaka Kweli Ern. Mohammed Arifa Rahman. Abhishek Rajanna. Mohammed Awais Raza. Sultana Razia. Mahmouda Salin. Sharnila Sanam. Sankaras. Subhan Shahid. Shebaz Singh Baines. Safadi Adiwel Lay John. Yatri Deruv Soni. Ibrahim Olansile Sunmonu. Youssef Quadri Syed. Mohammed Sarhan Syed Mohammed. Satish Kumar Mansukbai Vadodaraya. Wada.
Master of Science degree in Accounting and Financial Management, Bridget Numusima. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting, Ramsha Tariq. Tara Ezzat Panar Fard. Winner of a university prize, Jainal Govind. Victoria Halajziak. Evan Kirel. Rosalina Lushi. Asma Sadia. Sanika Shakya. Mesab Stupil. Alisavet Zogka. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting and Economics, Hamza Kawer Khan. Zafir Lauji. Winner of a Silver Go Hearts Award, Amanda Rivarashe Mude. Krista Pedere. Winner of a Gold Go Hearts Award, Tasnia Rahman. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting and Finance, Afra Abdul Hadi. Hilary Abel. Ishrat Begum Ahmed. Junaid Ahmed. Muhammad Ahmed. Sultan Ahmed. Ujmal Ajaz. Aylin Akso. Ibrahim Alazawi. Shah Alazim. Winner of a University Prize, Rajab Ali. Arden Amaf. Salman Amjad. Melissa Eigen. Hubert Barglowski. Babita Kaur Bedi. Sumaya Begum. Victoria Bell. Rahav Baskaran. Joshua Carl Hernandez Blaza. Joel Boateng. Maesha Jamela Bowen. Winner of a Gold Go Hearts Award, Abigail Yvonne Brown. Suman Buddha. William Paulo Joaquim Caninas. Jenny Chavez. Shea Ying Chia. Shazad Iqbal Chowdhury. Jack Amos George Davidson. Farah Farid. Yamin Farouk. Jason Fernandez. Daniel Francis. Winner of the Beds, Bucks and Herts Taxation Prize, Justina Gadamovic. Winner of a Gold Go Hearts Award, Lauren Gilchrist. Raul Gurung. Comfort Gayapong. Hamda Hadi. Brooke Harvey. Annie D'Souza. Ho Shin Mei. Aisha Hussain. Mohammed Kamal Hussain. Abdikafi Hussain. Sulman Ilyas. Gurpreet Kaur Jagdev. Hayley Jones. Holly Jones. Amir Kaleem. Saida Abra Kamali. Samir Kamran. Aman Khan. Hamza Khan. Sabrina Khan. Tanzila Shahroom Khan. Berfin Koka. Miguel Krakowski. Ronak Kumar. Unashi Mabika. Aslan Makhmudov. Mohammed Reza Maliki Mohammadi. Mizma Nunes. Amrit Palmatu. Chloe May. Saad Mohammed. Sajed Monahan Fasson. Isfundia Mohammed. Sohail Nawaz. Lucas Nicolaides. Fardosa Mohammed Okash. Omar Alzand. Rukayat Osamoku. Mariam Oyedeji. Abhay Patel. Milan Chandrakant Patel. Nidhi Patel. Myla Petrula. Sarah Popio. Kanishtan Premathas. Mohammed Idris Rashid. Hasib Rayoman. Edward Rose. Bonjour Sacco. Simran Kaur Sangha. Charlene Akoth Sao. Emre Sayele. Gukesh Selvachandran. Chevnis Surnam. Jumari Tanqueco. Joseph Thierry. Farisul Rahman. Chukonoyelom Umadia. Sanuja Vivaya Kumar. Kiran Vyas. Megan Louisa Woodward. Ramin Yacobi. Byron William Yankee. Cho Hua Zhang. Runway Zhou. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting and Finance with study abroad, Jabulili Nkube. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting with Japanese, Francesca Felice Gregedo Moliva. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting with Spanish, Pedro Costa Carvello. Matan Tavakoli. Bachelor of Arts degree in Accounting with Spanish and a year abroad, Maria Neolide Perez. Bachelor of Arts degree in Business and Accounting, Adebola Adenerum. Wesley Assam. Lunek Bitucci. Ontra Cheran Witea. Ben Cheetah. Luis Gustavo Fellini. Ali Hussain. Kajanthida Kangarantnaram. Mithula Mithayalagan. Solomon S.J. Osanuga. Simona Rastignet. Mohamed Zubair Reza. Serdal Mustafa Salt.
Master of Arts degree in Human Resource Management, Latifat Adeoke Adeosun. Mohammed Fazle Alaya Chowdhury. James Forward. Rabab Kandil. Peters Oganaku Adura. Elizabeth Ojo. Hannah Ojo. Omalola Sobiai. Amarachi Mariapita Ukunzi. Postgraduate Diploma in Human Resource Management, Faith Namakula. Bachelor of Arts degree in Business and Human Resources, Muna Abdi Mohammed. Samantha Jess Allen. Michael Ant Zaras. Sontoyi Daniel Kallio. Winner of a University Prize, Zain Malik Gulzab. Esther Ikumi. Greta Karacia Kuskait. Jose Diogo Souza. Thomas Mundy. Melissa Mustafa. Priya Navinchandra Nai. Maria Sheikh. Simran Shirgil. Dylan Philip Kumar. Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management, Prince Arin Sam. Claudine Denise Beresford Cole. Winner of a University Prize and winner of a Gold Go Herts Award, Tessa Vanyadil. Isla Emin. Trinae Heron-Watt. Samreen Khan. Enrita Krasniqi. Jabalila Mazabuko. Esther Tanimowo. Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management with French, Lola Daniels. Bachelor of Arts degree in Human Resource Management with Spanish, Alicia Hines Walker. Sophia Mina. Master of Science degree in Management, Iweri Emanuela Yusifo.
It's now my pleasure to call upon Lolo Daniels to address the Assembly on behalf of the graduates.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates and guests, it is an honour to be chosen as the graduate thanker for this year. It is with great fondness that I remember September 2019, when we stepped into College Lane for the very first time for registration, in order to embark on the next step of our journey in life, to obtain a university degree. We learned how to locate the shuttle bus, the galleria, the different lecture rooms, and at the same time, familiarized ourselves with CASE. In addition, we bonded with different people along the way and made lifelong friends in the process. Now, for most of us, I know that the beginning poses quite a challenge in terms of getting acquainted with the system, meeting up with deadlines for our various assignments and group work. But no one present in this room today would have been prepared for the prospect of a worldwide pandemic that changed the entire dynamic of our stay at the University of Hertfordshire. At this point, it would be apt for me to tell everyone to give yourself a pat on the back for the mere fact that you are sitting in this room today. A lot of people moved on and did not return to their studies. There was a loss of motivation as we transitioned from face-to-face learning to online learning. A lot of people were plagued by loneliness and uncertainty. The onus remained on the rest of us to be intentional about our learning, even amid what was going on. The pandemic brought out a lot of skills in many of us that we did not even realize that we possessed, such as resilience, self-discipline, accountability, and tech savviness. At this juncture, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to all our lecturers for their unwavering support and commitment throughout the entire period, and for the fundamental role they played in helping us to achieve our goals. I wish to thank friends and family for always being there and supporting us along the way. Furthermore, I wish to congratulate every graduate here for your determination and hard work throughout this journey, and I wish you all the best for now and the future. I also would like to congratulate Mr. David Ball, who received a fellowship of the university. And finally, I would like to thank the Vice-Chancellor of this great university, Mr. Quinton McKellar, for receiving all of the graduates gathered here today. Thank you.
Lola, may I firstly thank you for those kind words, and secondly, echo your congratulations of our recent graduates. What a fantastic bunch, seeing them all walking across the stage. Wasn't it wonderful? I'd like just, though, before you leave, to use something the Dean said about the Queen, to leave you with some thoughts. The Dean suggested that the Queen lived by her values. And I wanted just to talk about values for a moment. We have a set of values as a university. We can remember them by the acronym FACES: friendly, ambitious, collegiate, enterprising, and for those of us who are on this side of the stage, student-focused. We, of course, absolutely hope that you have been friendly. We hope that we've been friendly towards you while you've been at university. We hope that you've developed really long-lasting, lifelong friendships while you've been at the university. I'm sure that you'll carry some of these throughout your entire lives. I'm sure also that if you are friendly in your workplace, you'll have a much more pleasant and happy experience there too. We want you to be ambitious. We absolutely want you to have personal ambition, to strive to achieve the very best that you can. But we also want you to be ambitious for your families and your communities. I think that's really, really important. We want you to be collegial. We want you to do things for others without necessarily expecting some sort of benefit in return. So that's the sort of idea behind collegiality. And of course, as a university which has its roots in enterprise, we want you to be enterprising when you go out into the workplace. Enterprising, whether you set up your own business or enterprising within the businesses or workplace environment that you find yourselves. We, of course, hope that we have been student-focused. If you do get a chance to take students from this university or any other university in the future as placements in your workplace, we would be incredibly grateful for that. There are another set of values that I wanted just to touch on, the British values. Some of you won't be familiar with these, but there are a set of values which we now teach in some of our courses at the university. And those British values include democracy, the rule of law, respect for others, and individual freedoms. What a wonderful set of values they are. Sometimes I think we feel in the United Kingdom that they're getting a bit frayed at the edge when we see perhaps the behaviours of some of our politicians and some of our journalists. But actually they are fundamentally wonderful values for a country to have, and I'm so proud that we, as the United Kingdom, espouse those values. But I wanted to finish with a particular value. And it's a value which I think the Queen expressed possibly better than anyone else. It's the value of duty. And I want just to think about duty for a moment. What does it mean? I think it's a sort of moral imperative. It's what we do for various reasons to support institutions, to support our families, to support, in my case, the university. It's given me a fantastic career, wonderful employment. I've met wonderful people while I've been at the university. I really feel that I have a duty to the university. I think I've got a duty to the country because of those fantastic values that I've just spoken about. But as you leave the university, I hope you can think of duties which you perhaps, individual duties, things which come to you, which are morally important to you and which you really feel strongly about and hopefully respond to positively. Having left you with those thoughts, I now want to look at the group sitting directly in front of me, those people who I think have demonstrated significant duty to you as our graduates. Mums, dads, friends, relatives, supporters who have, without question, I'm sure, made your passage while you've been at university, and in particular with this cohort where you had the experience of COVID and lockdowns and everything else. I'm sure it's the people in front of me who have made that passage so much easier. And I would absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, like to thank you all for the support you've given our students, now graduates. So thank you very much for that. I'd also like to thank the people behind me, my colleagues, who I'm sure and hope have given you a fantastic experience while you've been at the university. I hope you won't lose touch with them. I hope that you'll remain active alumni of the University of Hertfordshire, joining many hundreds of thousands across the world in more than 140 different countries, alumni from the University of Hertfordshire. Fantastic community for us to have and for you to join. So can I just conclude by once again congratulating you all, saying what a fantastic achievement it is to have graduated from the university today. Leave us thinking about duty perhaps, but certainly leave us with love for the people in front of me in your hearts and joy in your step. That now concludes the formal part of the proceedings, and I'd now like to invite all of you to come to the post-ceremony reception, which happens in the marquees out on the grass in front of the Abbey. You'll also be able to view the photographs which have been taken as you walked across the stage in the marquee. But could I ask if you would be upstanding as the academic procession leaves the Abbey? Thank you very much.